Good evening and welcome everybody to this Christiel sound transmission, Freedom from Pain. Thank you for joining me this evening. And let's take a deep breath together. And the first thing I'd like to do is to begin by acknowledging that pain is really difficult when we have it. To acknowledge that when you feel pain, your life is really challenging. That it can take the joy out of your experience. Yeah. So we'll acknowledge that together. And tonight we're going to have some sound, or this morning, or whenever you view this, some sound that will open up some new possibilities for healing and freedom from your pain. So the first thing I might ask you is, would you be willing to allow that this could be different in your experience? And it may be that the pain you've had, whether it's physical or emotional or mental, you may have been with it for a really long time. Yeah. So let's begin by acknowledging that that's been difficult sometimes, maybe a lot of the time, maybe beyond difficult. Yeah. Has been really difficult or challenging for you. And let's bring it into a space of soft allowance right now. Of gentle, soft allowance. Nice deep breath. And because the way that part of this sound transmission works is that I'm tuning into you, your being, and letting that and you direct our sound, I would like for you to bring forward, just in your awareness, you don't need to say anything or type anything, what it is that's painful in your life. There we go. Let's bring that forward. Oh, wow. Wow, and you're showing me that so much of your pain is because your heart is really tender and sensitive and loving. Let's be with that and soften with that. Yeah. Oh, beautiful heart. Oh, beautiful heart. Oh, body and heart that's born the pain. Oh, 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 Sometimes it's been too much. We know that. Just soften and let it all be here in this moment. Let it all be here in this now moment. Because we're here now, the whole of us. Oh, beautiful light. Oh, beautiful being. shine within, shine around, shine on the pain. And breathe and soften again. So one of the things that's true about what we are is that we exist beyond time and space, which means nothing and everything. Nice deep breath. That the you that exists beyond this pain that you know in your life right now, it already exists. Because in the truth of the God energy and the God space that we be, and just allow that to open up for a moment within you. Nice deep breath, don't need to know what it is. Are you an infinite being or a finite being? And that infinite being exists in all time-space continuums simultaneously. Beautiful, there it is. So that you that's completely comfortable, whole, healthy, free, easy, already exists. So right now, we're going to bridge a connection to that which we be, which means all of us, meaning all that we be. We're going to let the sound do that for us for a bit here. So I invite you to be comfortable. Just keep breathing. And are you willing to allow what you might think of as a former or future version of yourself touch your body right now with the wholeness that you are? And part of this is your archangelic self. It's your beyond human self. It's your infinite God space self. Breathe that together. That actually has never known pain. Nice deep breath, just let that happen. Beautiful. And we're going to let that come in for us now. And bridge to this moment of pain that you have. And all it requires is your willingness. Are you willing to allow it to be different for you? Yes? Here we go. Keep breathing. Nice deep breath. Beautiful. Keep breathing. And bring forth this question for yourself. I wonder what I know about my pain that I haven't yet seen. What if it isn't what I say it is? What if I have no idea and I allow it to show itself to me as what it is instead of what I say it is? Deep honoring for how difficult it's been. We're going to let the sound continue with, what if I have no idea? I wonder what the next thing that might be revealed to me is. Because what you are as the space of God energy is all things, whole and well, completely already. And we're looking for an opening to the awareness of that so that we can experience it in our body. Okay, guys, this one's probably going to blast it out there again. There's a lot of energy coming through. Just simply open, let vibration meet vibration so that we can have a new reality with our pain. Here we go. This pain flow through, let it move beyond. one of the energetic truths about pain is that our resistance to it is often and most times more painful than the pain itself. As they say, pain is inevitable as a human being, but suffering is optional. And a large part of suffering comes through resistance. Resistance is a no. I recognized at one point, when I'd been in chronic pain for a long time, that I was in resistance to half of my life. That was very painful. So what might be a piece of your pain right now that we could soften our resistance to? And I understand why. When things hurt, we brace against them. And there's another way to move through them, because when we brace against them, we stay against them like a wall that we can't move through. And when we soften, we move through walls. We're back to the quantum field of our heart. Yeah. The quantum field of your heart is in fact the space of God energy. It's the one that accesses all times, spaces, and dimensions right now. It's the one where the experience, not just the idea of the you that is perfect, that is complete, and that is well, comfortable, easy, exists already. Let's move there into the heart together. This bell here is for the heart note. It's been playing pretty much all night with us. Yeah. We just allow it to soften us even more. And again, as you soften, to bring right into your heart space whatever is painful for you. There's room here. Everything's welcome. Everything's welcome here. And there's nothing to fix or change, and everything to be. Because that's what we are. Everything. And every problem that we face, that we think of as a problem with pain, the quote solution is to wake up to what we are, which is this God energy, this transcendent, eternal space of perfection. Our judgments will be honored. If we feel wrong, our judgments will be honored, fixed in place so that we can experience them more. Our judgments and our resistance are signals to the universe that we would like to have more of that experience. And if we don't know that, we can't really choose something else, can we? And then once we know it, we can. Softening. Okay, guys, I think this will be the last part of our transmission tonight. And it's going to be a whole body, what would I say? It's like a greeting through every part of your physical form and your energetic form. And what I'm doing as we do this, and what I invite you to, is to bring every part of yourself into this space. Literally for the entirety of your God being to touch where you hurt. Deep breath, whether it's your mind, your body, some situation in your life, any kind of constriction. Constriction always hurts. And our true nature is completely open and free. So thank God constriction hurts, because it points us back to what we are. And in this moment, in this next part of the sound transmission, God space meets every particle of human being as the God space that it is, because it's all one thing. you so much. Thank you so much for bringing all that you are forward that way, so that you can have you, so that you can experience the wholeness and the peace and the freedom and the wellness that you are. Now, one of the things about these sound transmissions is that they modulate with you as you change and heal. So there is a replay that'll be available of this, and I invite you to listen to it more than once. I invite you to play it as many times as you're moved to do, and it will deepen and touch you in new ways, and you will work with it, your being, in new ways, because this is a co-creative and very conscious process, very alive. So I invite you to do that. And another thing is that if you enjoy this, if you feel moved by it, if it resonates with you, I invite you to check out christiel.net/Alchemy of the Heart retreat. Actually, I probably should put a link in for that. I'll send it out with the replay. There's a link here if you want to make sure to get the replay and stay in touch. It's there in the chat box. And my beautiful colleague and I, Joanne, my colleague and I, are offering an in-person event in Banff, Canada, September 8th through 10. And if you experience these vibrations through the internet, imagine what they're like live. When you feel, your body feels the vibration of these bowls and of the tones, so much can happen. We begin with Friday evening with a Sound Alchemy transmission bath concert activation. And the people that are there, you get to create that so that it's perfectly tailored to everything that you might want to bring forward next. Yeah, and I trust intimately and perfectly in your guidance to what we will create together. And then we have 2 full days of amazing consciousness teachings, energy activations, channeled messages, a space of nurturing for you in your heart to relax, to be nurtured is really the word that comes to mind. To be held in a space of unconditional love that you are, to remind you of that, of you being that as yourself. So I will be sending out that too with the replay, and I hope that you will tune in to that. Come along and join us. We have a special sale price going through Wednesday of this week, through the 16th. And there's also a 15% discount if you bring a friend. Other free stuff coming up, and it's on my website. Check it out at christiel.net. Oh, you guys, I know I need to do that part and talk about it, but wow, what I really want to do is just sit and look at you because you're so beautiful and amazing and present. Yeah, that you feel, that's you. That's really good. So I invite you to stay with that as long as you're moved to. Be gentle with yourself. Check in with your body and your heart and your knowing what you might need or want next. Yeah. And I'm always so honored to meet you in this space. And thank you for joining with me so that we could create this together, that you could help lead the sound, that you could open up into a new possibility in your relationship with pain. There's nothing wrong with you because you have pain. It doesn't mean there's something wrong. Move to say that. You know how that's a judgment, that there's something wrong with us? Yeah, that's that resistance we're talking about. And if you knew another way until this moment, you would do it. So we just go, I wonder what's next. I wonder what the infinite wisdom that I am, that I have not yet seen, can show me next. And as I said, I'm always more than honored to be your guide. So until the next time, thank you so much for joining me. I love you all. Infinite love.